Yo, 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 what's up, guys? You guys all doing well today? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, crypto is looking like it wants to go vertical. ETH at $4,000, guys. We've been waiting for a $4,000 ETH for a while. Of course, this is resistance. This is, of course, resistance for Ethereum. But it is the fourth time coming into this resistance zone over here, and the fourth time is normally a breakout. Very interesting, guys. So we've obviously had the first attempt over there. This was a long time ago. Then we had the second attempt over here, ultimately a lower high. Then we had that kind of fake up move, towards the end of last year, got above this, and then ultimately came and down for a big deviation over here. And this is the fourth time that we're coming into the zone over here. So this is a great opportunity for ETH to really get through and see higher prices. Personally, very bullish on Ethereum. We did start with Ethereum. Today we spoke about Ethereum and Ethereum dominance and whatnot, and it is making a major move. So it's looking like a breakout, guys. I would not be surprised to see a $5,000 ETH sooner than later. So if you are in the ETH trade, continue to hold. This is looking like a good trade, and pullbacks are for buying, guys. Pullbacks are for buying. No sign of any bullish divergence yet. We'll have to see higher prices. Bearish divergence. We'll have to see some higher prices before that. Let's go into Solana quickly, because Solana is also trying to show a little bit of strength here. I'm still in the Solana long from over here. Ultimately, it's a free trade. Stop loss is at break even, and it's had another breakout over here, guys. So we had this breakout over here. We went up, we broke down. Now we are breaking out again. So what I want to see is for Solana to get above that, 50% level over here. That 50% level is coming in at that $195. So I really want to see multiple daily closes of Solana above $195. Then I'll be getting really bullish on Solana. But for now, I think we can just sit back and relax and watch our trades grow. A few other trades as well that we're going to get stuck into just now. But let's have a look at ETH dominance. ETH dominance looking really good, guys. Spoke about this, I think it was on the day before, and as I said, guys, watch out for this. We're on our way to 14.66%, and that is of course the macro 50% level. If we go onto the weekly time frame over here, here's the top, here's the bottom. Halfway point comes in at 1466, lines up with the 200 EMA on the weekly time frame. So the 200 weekly moving average on the time frame over here. So 14.66, massive level over here. I do think we're going to see this sooner or later, and I do think we'll see this before we see any big correction. So definitely watch out, guys. Definitely pay attention to this chart because it is bullish. Of course, golden cross, everything is pointing to the upside. Bitcoin, ETH, BTC as well, guys. Spoke about this. We're still in this trade, of course. And yeah, expecting at least 4% before we shave any profits or take anything off the table over there for ETH. Okay, XRP as well, breakout over there, retest, spoke about this week. I'm still in my long from over here. I didn't actually get into the opportunity to double down. This, of course, was over a weekend, so I missed this completely. This was the opportunity, Saturday, Sunday, this was your entry to get in. This was the area where we were speaking about doubling down, that, $2.80. We saw a little $2.90 over there, but I thought we could maybe come and test the CMA again. That didn't happen. But for now, XRP looking really strong. Of course, coming into this resistance zone over here. So, if we do get through this, it could be bullish, but do expect this to be resistance. I would not be aping into any XRP at the current price, guys. It is, of course, expensive. And the time to buy was, when we all went uber long in this period of a time. If you just accumulated XRP over the course of last year, you would be well in the profits. So definitely not one to chase over here. Guys, huge at the moment is Bitcoin dominance. We have to speak about Bitcoin dominance. This is looking like it wants to collapse, looking really bearish. It is, of course, we still have to get through this 50% level. We saw this was, of course, that November low over here. This was the November low. And this was when we saw Bitcoin dominance really go on its tear. Then we have the high over here in June. And that 50%, guys, if we lose this 50% level, it is going to be looking really bullish for altcoins. So definitely watch out, guys. 60.34%. We're right there, guys. We're right there. If we get below this and start to consolidate below this, guys, it's going to be a massive, massive, massive move for altcoins. I'm expecting a bullish August. We spoke about bullish August, and we're about to get the death cross as well, guys. So this is the time to focus, guys. This is the time to really, really, really focus and get into those positions, because I think, you know, now is the time to make a lot of gains at the moment. My current trading portfolio is at about a 17 risk, 17R. This is the most amount of risk that I've put on the table at once, and it is all long. So I've got 17% of my portfolio into leverage longs at the moment, ultimately going to take advantage of the move to the upside. And it'll be very much confirmed when we start to close, you know, 3 to 5 daily candles in a row below this 50% level over here. It's going to be looking really, really, really good for altcoins, guys. And this is the time to focus. Looks like we're coming down there, collapsing now. If we start to consolidate below the 50% level, it's going to be looking really bearish, and we'll get the death cross. So, guys, time to focus is right now. USDT dominance is kind of holding up today. Of course, Bitcoin is red today. For the rest of the markets is green. For the majority of the market, that's why we have Bitcoin dominance coming down, of course. And we closed below the important 4.37, which we spoke about. Now, what we want to see is, of course, continuation of this. You see this ascending support over here. What we want to see is for it to close over here Saturday and Sunday. Then I think that move down to the range low is very much on the cards, and the move down to the range low, which is coming in at 3.85%, will most likely get tagged. USDC dominance, same picture. This has a lot to go, guys. I think this is going to come all the way down to that 1% region. And of course, we will be seeing some of the blue chip crypto tokens be above this in terms of crypto market cap. So have a look at that on CoinGecko if you don't know what I'm talking about. Total coming really close to $4 trillion. I think we'll see $4 trillion sooner than later. This long is safe, guys. We spoke about this. We spoke about this ultimate scenario throughout the whole year, guys. February, March, April. We spoke about getting above 3 trillion, $3.2 trillion, $3 trillion, and then buying this as the next higher low, and then taking the trade all the way to 5 trillion. So we have taken advantage of this, and most of our trades are in the green. This is a very much, you know, this was the high probability trade, which we spoke about. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back into my YouTube album, guys. But this is playing out nicely. I'd like to see this trading above $4 trillion. Then $5 trillion is the next target. Total 3, also bullish, guys. You know, not looking too different to total. Others needs to start to show some strength sooner than later. I really want to see others close daily candles above this level over here, guys. I really want to see it close candles above here. Looks like it is making the breakout attempt now. So there we go. But what we want to see is a push up over here, close multiple candles above here, and then we'll see that big move up. And this is probably going to happen sooner than later, guys. This is most likely going to happen sooner than later. And then we should see a move into this resistance over here. And then if this breaks out, it'll be looking like a massive cup and handle. And, you know, we'll obviously be targeting that $1 trillion mark for others. Okay, what trades are we in at the moment? Of course, we're in the Ondo trade, which is at break even at the moment. So yeah, if you aren't in this trade, you can take this trade now and then just put your stop loss over there. If you are in the trade with me now, you can actually move your stop loss to that 84 cent. I wouldn't want to see that 84 cent being taken out again. One of the trades that I'm in, guys, which is looking like a big mover, is Chainlink. We are in a big leverage long on Chainlink, and we are looking for that $40 price point. Of course, that 29 macro 50% level. If we just zoom out here, guys, if we zoom out here on Chainlink, I do think Chainlink has a lot of room to the upside. Of course, we saw this kind of pattern, this huge accumulation zone over here. So what I'm expecting for Chainlink is at least this move up to that $40 mark. And this is where you can be taking profits of the trade, guys. $40 would be huge. It is in this massive bullish market structure. We can clean this up a little bit. But if you guys aren't in Chainlink, I would consider getting into Chainlink. We got in on this box over here, looking like a really strong weekly candle, guys. Very strong weekly candle over there. We'll go back to the daily time frame over here. We got into this long between these two zones over here. We bought at 17.90 and then again at 16.21. And this is our average entry, guys, just below $17. And we are looking for higher prices on Chainlink, guys. Very, very, very bullish on Chainlink and definitely expecting higher prices for Chainlink. Lido, of course, also looking really good. Am in along on this. This looks like it's breaking out today. I would love to see Lido getting above that $1, zone, $1.30 zone. And then I think once we start to go parabolic, the next target is going to be $2.32. So guys, this is definitely the time to focus, pay attention, guys. I think, longs to outperform, guys. Longs to outperform. SUI, next target, $5.35, which is all-time highs. Then you got $7 and then $11. Very much in the SUI trade, TP1, TP2, TP3. So now I think if you guys have, got into those long positions, it is the time to just, sit back and relax. Of course, ETH getting a bit of a rejection off that $4,000, which is obviously expected, guys. If anyone bought ETH, at any time this year, it has done incredibly well. If you bought, ETH at $1,500, you're already up 150%, which is huge, guys. It's huge. So you can definitely expect some profit taking over here. But I do think people, are expecting a bit more of a push to the upside. And of course, this kind of bull flag over here, this has a target of 5,100, which is all-time high. So personally, wouldn't be selling any ETH until we get above there. If you are in leverage positions, you can obviously consider taking some chips off the table, guys. But ultimately, crypto looking really bullish. Still in the Bitcoin long, if you guys are curious. This is going to be, in my opinion, extremely bullish if we are above the 50-day EMA. Once we do break out of this descending resistance over here and come into that 121,500, I do think we're going to make a fast move up to 135K. So guys, bulls are in control, low leverage longs, guys. Sit back and relax and enjoy the green portfolio. We have worked hard for this the entire year, so definitely enjoy it. It's looking good. Sit back and relax. And these tokens are looking strong. I'll go into ENA quickly as well. It's looking really good. Spoke about the bull cross as well. We are in the ENA long. We got in on this retest over here. Very easy trade, of course, as well. But guys, thanks so much for joining. Sit back, relax, enjoy the green day, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Cheers for now.